My name is Abigail Lacy, and I'm so excited because I am taking over the Heal the Industry podcast today for Ashley. And she has asked me to speak on, it was actually inspired by an Instagram post I did the other day called the Hard Truth Salon Owner Edition. And there's a few points I want to just talk about today with you because I think as a salon owner, they are things that we all feel, we all think, but we rarely have anyone to talk to about. So I'm hopeful that if you're listening to this, you will find more than one that you connect with, and that hopefully you will not feel so alone in this journey of salon ownership. So just to give you some backstory, my name is Abigail Lacy. I have been on the show before. I am a salon owner in Oregon. I'm the owner of Elle Society Salon. We are a kind of luxury extension, color focused boutique salon. I have been in salon ownership for about 4 years and I love it, but wow, has it changed everything about my career. I was one of those stylists who started opening a salon probably for the wrong reasons. I thought that owning a salon meant I'd get to decorate and create a beautiful space that I dreamed about on Pinterest. And that would, I'd find other stylists to work alongside me and they'd get it and I'd get it. And we would just jive and we would create beautiful hair together and everything would be magical rainbows. I figured that, I can charge rent for stylists that work there. And what I bring in will basically be like my income and what they bring in will pay the salon bills. And that's that. I didn't really have any goals beyond, selfishly kind of my own, which I'm finding that many salon owners start their journey of ownership in the same exact way. And it's crazy because running a business is very, very hard. We know this, but for some reason, in the beauty industry, we aren't equipped with all the tools in school and we typically just learn from others. So we see other stylists open their salon with much less than them and they think, if they did it, I could do it. And while that may be true, I have found over the years how my vision is going to change and my vision is going to evolve within my business. My goals are going to evolve. My family is going to evolve. And it's very important that I am very clear on my goals, on what I actually want for this business. And I'm very clear on what is my role as salon owner. So I want to talk to you guys about these hard truths, okay? Because leadership evolves, your team grows, your business changes, and you don't have to carry everything. I think as a salon owner, we think we have to solve everybody's problems. We think we have to know the answer to everything. And the truth is we don't and we can't. And most stylists, they don't want a salon owner who's just a boss. They want a salon owner who is a leader, who is sometimes learning alongside them, who may not always have the answer, but is always there to support them and help them find what they are looking for. I will say, flash forward to today as a salon owner, my goals are so different and I love salon ownership, but I'm no longer a hairstylist. I do hair, sure, in my salon, but I don't think of myself as a hairstylist anymore. I'm a salon owner. And yes, I do hair, but my main role is an owner. And the reason I have to tell myself this, and I now have to introduce myself as this, is because it is a mindset shift that I needed to have, that I needed to take on 100% in order to create a thriving salon culture, to create a team that can grow and build and achieve their goals, and also for my own mental sanity so that I realize I'm one person. I can't have two different jobs. I can have one. I have kids. I have a husband. I can't also be a hairstylist and a salon owner. At some point, I have to kind of decide whether I'm going to be the talent or build the stage. And at this point in my career, I choose to build the stage for other stylists to come, to give them all the tools, the support, and the mentorship that they need to achieve their goals, while knowing I can't do it for them, but I'm here to help them every step of the way. So let's go ahead and jump into these hard truths. So number one, talent can be taught. Talent can be taught, but passion is what makes someone stand out. Let's think about this. I can teach someone to do hair. I can teach a skill, but I cannot teach you to be passionate about it. I cannot do that for you. That is something you have to bring to the table as a stylist in 2026. Because the reality is there's so many resources out there to learn how to be an incredible hairstylist, to learn how to do incredible blonding, an incredible color melt, an incredible extension install. I can learn all of these skills, but I have to want to learn them. I have to want to do it every day. I have to want to talk about it often, again and again and again, and not get tired of it because I'm so incredibly passionate about it. I'll tell you something very personal that you will only ever hear here on the Heal the Industry podcast. My ultimate secret, I have one tattoo and nobody can see it because it's like on my side. And I got it when I was like 19 and it was very silly. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. It's a quote from a TV series in the 90s. I'll tell you, it was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay, fine. You know my secret now. But the quote is, "Passion rules us all." And it is the silliest thing to have tattooed on my body. But it's also not, because I am an extremely passionate person. I love the saying, you can't whole ass anything, or you can't half ass two things. You have to whole ass one thing. I think Ron Swanson says that in Parks and Rec. I can't half ass it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it 100%. Because passion is what is going to make me not just be able to do something, but to excel at something and to love doing it along the way. So this is important as a salon owner when you are hiring team members and you find yourself struggling with, like, I am giving them the classes, I'm giving them like the technique, but like they're just not doing it. That's when you have to have that conversation. Do they want to? Am I training someone to do a service, like extensions or something that I really love, assuming they like doing it too, only to find out that they actually aren't passionate about that at all? Okay, well then what are they passionate about? What does drive you? What are you excited to get up and talk about every single day? If it's a different service, that's great. But I need to be clear on that as a salon owner with them. And moreover, are they passionate at all about it? Like, I need to know these things as an owner. And also I need to remind myself, if I'm not passionate about this, I'm not going to do it to my full potential. So why should they? The next hard truth: marketing isn't the hard part. Marketing is actually easy. It's consistency that's hard. Consistency is the skill that builds momentum. And I say skill because I think learning how to be consistent, if it is not an innate skill of yours, is very hard for a lot of people, for a lot of hairstylists. Being consistent is more than just showing up to work every day on time. Being consistent behind the chair means being able to recreate something again and again, sure, but also being able to recreate the same experience for the client. Whether you're having a bad day or a good day, you can still be consistent in what you offer. It also means, when it comes to marketing, you are not getting tired of posting the same thing over and over again in different variations, because we have to be consistent in order for people to build trust in us. Consistency is the skill, the number one skill that you can develop as a hairstylist trying to build a business, is just learning how to be consistent, how to have a routine. I would say I'm a very consistent person in a general sense. I like a habit, but I have to work hard to get it to stick. When it comes to like my morning fitness routine and all that, like when I'm in my flow, I get up, I get on the treadmill, I do my weights, I make my coffee. When I'm in this routine for weeks and weeks, there's nothing that will keep me from doing it. In fact, if I miss it, I'm very upset. Like physically, I feel off. But if I started having a bad habit, maybe I went on a long vacation, I didn't do it, and then I came back and we got busy, I can lose that momentum. And then I have to force myself to love it again. Posting, marketing, showing up online as a hairstylist is the same thing, I do believe. That we have to learn how to love it. And then once we get there, once it feels easy and attainable, and once we are understanding the benefits of being consistent, then you're not going to want to let that go. Because as soon as you do, you notice the decline that you're going to notice within your business. So again, it's not the marketing that's hard. It's not the act of posting the picture or taking the picture or the video. It's Developing the skill of consistency. That is what's hard. But it's possible. The next hard truth, the right people don't need to be pushed because they're excited to grow. If you find yourself pushing anybody as a salon owner, pushing to achieve their goals, pushing to get more clients in the chair, you are going to burn yourself out because at the end of the day, they should want that for themselves. And if they don't want that for themselves, then again, what do they want? Which leads me to my next hard truth. You cannot want something for someone more than they want it for themselves. I have to remind myself this as a salon owner many, many times, and I will forever, because I'm very passionate and I want success for everybody in my salon. I want my girls to be busy. I want them to work their dream schedule. I want them, if they don't want to work weekends, I don't want you to have to. If you want to just do extensions, I want that for you. And I will want it, and I will want it. If they want to make X amount, I will want them to make it. And I will be like, okay, then let's do this. Let's get clients. Let's do this. Let's post. But if they actually don't want it, and I'm the one that wants it, it will never happen. And who's the disappointed one at the end of the day in that instance? It's me, not them, because they didn't want it in the first place. They don't care. But I'm taking it home with me, and I'm stressed, and I'm so frustrated because I'm pouring all these tools, all these resources, I'm trying so hard, and they're just not doing it. Well, maybe it's because you want it, I want it more than they do. And that's a hard truth that we have to be very aware of. As soon as things start feeling hard, do I want this more than they do? And that's something we really have to get clear about so we don't burn out as anybody, but especially as an owner. This also relates to our clients. If I want you to have healthy hair, you tell me you want healthy hair and I really want you, so I'm trying to get you set up on the products, the regimen, like we can't do as much blonding, we can't. But every time they come in, they're asking for more blonde. They're not blonde enough. No, I do want highlights again. No, I don't want to use that product. Then I'm once again realizing, I think I want your hair to be healthier than you do. And what can we do in that instance? There's nothing I can do for them at home to make their hair healthier unless they are doing the work themselves. Same thing, but think about it for your stylist. Okay, the next hard truth. Your business can be something you love deeply. Just make sure you build a life outside of it too. Let that one sink in for a second. I was one of those people who my business was my life. It was my hobby. And I prided myself that I love what I do so much, it's my hobby. But at the end of the day, your business can be a hobby, but it cannot be your only hobby because you will burn out and it will affect you on like a much deeper level if things aren't going the way you want it to go. Be passionate about it. Pour into it. Make sure you have outlets. Make sure you have other friends. Make sure you have other hobbies. Make sure you're doing other things with your spare time than just working on your business all the time. Because again, as an owner, it can be fun and it can work the first couple years, but there is a massive exhaustion at the end of that. And if you lose your business, God forbid, what is left? What still excites you? We have to make sure we are filling our cup in all the ways so we can show up as our best versions of ourselves in the salon because of what we're also doing outside of it. The next hard truth, okay, your family will grow, your business will evolve, your goals are going to change many times. And that's okay. That is great. And that's how it should be. I think I talked to a lot of salon owners, they carry so much guilt because when they first opened, they maybe told their team one thing. They said, this is my vision for the salon. And then a year of business goes by and they realize, whoa, this model is not working anymore. I have to make a change. And they carry so much guilt and fear that everyone's going to leave, that they lied to them. Oh my God, what am I going to do? The fact is, where you were a year ago in your business is not where you are today. In many ways. Maybe your family life last year and this year are not the same. Maybe your kids require more of you this year than they did last year. And you're realizing, I I can't operate like this anymore. Your goals will change. And if I can impart any wisdom, it would be never say never. Don't judge other business owners for doing things differently, because you never know if you might be in that position one day too. I personally said I would never have a commission salon at one point in my career because I never worked in one and I didn't understand it. And then COVID hit and I opened a salon. And after like a year, I realized, oh, this model I'm currently operating under is not sustainable long term if I want my business to evolve and if I want to be home with my kids more. I had to make those changes. And risk, yes, there's going to be evolution inside my business because of this change. But coming out on the other side of that, everything is going to work out as long as you are clear and you forgive yourself for changing your mind. Next, salon owner hard truth. You cannot build someone else's book for them, but you can give them the tools to build something incredible. So I don't know where along the way of like going from school to working in a commission salon have stylists, young stylists, been told that if you work in a commission salon, they'll give you clients. Because as a commission salon owner, I can say, well, of course, that's my goal. I want to give you clients. I want to give you as many clients as I can. But the client has to want to do that too. One, if they want to stay with someone else, I can't control that. But two, a client typically wants to see some sort of portfolio. Typically. Not always. But most of the time they want to see who they're working with. And if you're not doing what you need to do on a marketing standpoint, I can't force that client to schedule with you. I can't force the client to click your name when there's 3 other people on there that they can go search and see a bunch of 5-star reviews about. So as an owner, we need to let go of this horrible weight of feeling like you have to build someone else's books. At the end of the day, you can only do so much. You can try. You can pour everything you've got into their education, into their tools, into their resources. But at some point, they are going to have to bring clients in who want to see them because of what they are offering and what they're representing. And all I can do as a salon owner is provide an incredible environment for them to thrive in. As soon as I adopted that mindset, I let go of so much stress. Because every time I look at my schedule, my salon schedule, and see everyone's books empty, I took that personally. For some reason, I took that like I'm not doing a good job getting them clients. When I'm the one marketing, posting every week, I'm the one doing classes, I'm the one constantly offering support and help. And it took a while, but I've realized in time that that isn't a representation of what I'm offering or not offering. It can be many things, but typically the stylist does need to look inward a little bit and know that, lucky me, I have this awesome umbrella supporting me, protecting me, above me, that can help me if I have any question, need any help at all, that's providing all my supplies, all these things. I just need to market myself online and talk to people and get them in my chair because I love what I do and I'd love to do their hair. And the final hard truth, which is kind of what I mentioned in the beginning of this, at some point as an owner, you have to decide, do I want to be the one everybody wants to book with? Do I want to continue being an amazing stylist that book with me? She's the owner, she's the best. Which I think if you were a stylist and you went into ownership, you were awesome. That's why you're in the position that you are. At some point, you were the most requested stylist, and that's why you are in the position that you are now. And that is a very hard change of path when you're used to being the big income, earner behind the chair and the most requested stylist, the most in demand. It's really hard to step away from that because there's, we have so much passion tied into what we do. There's so much pride there. But when you start to realize that the more you're in that position, the less you can be available in all the other ones that comes with salon ownership. So the more I'm the star stylist, the less I can be the star owner. And that's just the truth. So at what point in your business can you start stepping away maybe from being the talent and start building the stage for your other stylists to rise in? Because the second I step away, I have to start putting my clients with other people, which means I need to make sure I'm training them to be able to reproduce what I gave them. But how do I do that if I'm not dedicating time to do that? And how amazing is it that you can confidently refer a client to someone and know I don't have to be in the salon, I don't even need to see the photo, I know she took great care of them. It's hard to get to that place. And I was not able to get to that place until I stepped away from behind the chair. Not all the way. I still believe that being behind the chair a little bit is great. It puts you in it with them. You're learning with them. You're still able to understand and like get it, what it's like to be a stylist and, you know, be creative in that way. But I cannot be nearly as involved hands-on in my clients and be 100% available to my team. Because we all know that feeling when we're actively working on a client and someone's got a question, someone else has a question, can you check this? And you're running away. Am I even giving my client the best version of me at this point? Because I'm being pulled in so many different directions. I don't enjoy that feeling. And it's taken a while, but I'm very grateful to be in the position now where I can build the stage. How do you get to that place if you feel like financially you need to be the talent still? It starts with maybe one day a week. One day, no, you're not buying the chair. You can put those clients with your star stylist, your apprentice, your protege, and you take that time to pour into them that day instead so they can have that client and they can do what you do. It is the most rewarding feeling ever. It is the actual best. And at this stage in my career, I get more excited seeing my girls slay my client's hair than I would feel if I did it myself. Like that's way more exciting for me. I love writing that paycheck. I love commenting on that photo. It feels better. It's so much more rewarding. So anyways, those were my hard salon owner truths. Really not that hard. But I know for a fact that many of you listening to this have felt this way, have thought these things, and maybe you haven't been able to say them out loud or found someone else that agrees with you or says it too. And I assure you, there are so many people out there in your same shoes, carrying your same weight, your same fears. You are not alone. And there are people like myself, like Ashley, in this community, Heal the Industry, that are here for you and that want to help you, whether you are the owner or you are the stylist, and see the vision and want nothing more than just to help you win. So if you liked anything you heard today, feel free, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Abigail.Elle Society. Join the Heal the Industry community. It's incredible. We have a community where you can watch weekly calls every Monday. Me and Ashley, we have different topics. My topic is typically social media and leadership. I'm a big social media gal. I love talking content. I love motivating people to get elevated content. I love helping salon owners train their team and how to do this and help market the salon so it doesn't all fall on the salon owner's back. But if you want more conversations like this, join Heal the Industry. We are a community. It's a monthly subscription. You can access weekly live calls with us. You can ask questions. It's very like Zoom style. You can also watch the replay anytime if you can't make it. You also have you can message us. There's a chat where you can chat with other stylists and salon owners in the community. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.